Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's next. Let's choose a recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players. Choose the active roster option, or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option. Here is where you can customize your Dynasty experience. Similar to last year, here's where you'll modify your settings from the updated list. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on the coaching now for the fun part. Here, you'll create a coach. Congratulations.
Effin' 70. gotta get this right. Alright, here we go. Wow. almost there. Where's Archie? Damn you.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers about to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense will go on the attack first. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it behind the line. It's Royer. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Here's the pressure, and here's a fumble way behind. He's running free down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Huskers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Quickly complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. On the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Grabbed behind the line. It's Walker. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Walker. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Wide open makes the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yardage. Now we're in 4th and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Raiola. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
How much do you have to over-exaggerate it?
They got to make, guys.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so the running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's caught. It's Caldwell. Oh, he got loose. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Using his legs, it's Walker. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught behind the line. It's Caldwell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Quick completion on the out.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Huskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always...
There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Matt Rhule delivered Nebraska's first winning season since 2016, but they lost 5 games by a single possession. Now Rhule's going to have to find a way to win those close games.
They got to find a way to win the close games. They made the change last year down the stretch at OC, and now does that pay off? Because I think we all believe we watched Dylan Raiola, and he's got something to him, Palmer. He's got that special to him. You can see it in spurts, but we got to get it more consistently.
This was a program that didn't look very good.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some...
There he goes! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unleashes to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. Quickly to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Caldwell. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This young signal caller just seems to get better and better with each game. He's been turnover-free. They're moving the ball up and down the field. A really mature performance. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. To the air, it's Raiola. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down and run. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust.
Breaks into the open. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Key. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hunter. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Huskers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Wow.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Thorsby. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
Hard running there. Past the 45. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Quarterback extends the play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight.
That's
Thought he
insane.
had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it.
That is
After the missed
insane.
field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Caldwell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
What?
The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on fourth down. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's complete. Tripped up for the tackle. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
You used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big thing.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play. But now, time for the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes... plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. They'll stop him short on third down in this defense, trying to make sure they stay on top. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete to the left. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Barney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They're working that left side.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is so frustrating late in the game when you got to get the football back and you can't stop them. My goodness, this drive's been going play after play after play. This defense has got to find a way to bow up, make something happen, get a stop, and get the football back.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Hunter. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Nelson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Moving out of the pocket. A strike downfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Run in the red zone, it's Nelson. And into the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice...
Snead gets it done.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That's reeled in. It's Caldwell. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Caught close to the marker. It's Pryor. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Got it behind the line. It's Caldwell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Caldwell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the...
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Got a man. It's Nelson.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And